Welcome to our new series called Character Profiles, where we take an intimate look into the history, backstory, and personality of the characters within Life is Strange. In this episode, we're focusing on Cassidy from Life is Strange 2.
Ready?
Wait, are you serious?
Goddamn right.
We'll be looking at some exclusive Don't Nod material from the development of Cassidy that sheds light on her wider backstory. But please bear in mind that unless it is stated somewhere in-game, it isn't confirmed as canon. But we think it's just cool to show you a bit of behind the scenes. Spoiler warning for Life is Strange 2, episodes 2 and 3.
Boy, you won't be disappointed.
As mentioned in our unusual Easter eggs video, Cassidy's name is a reference to the famous outlaw Butch Cassidy. However, seeing as we never find an official identity document for her in her tent, could this mean that this isn't her true name? We first bump into Cassidy at the end of episode 2, busking at the Beaver Creek Christmas Market. You can listen to her song, a cover of I Found a Way by First Aid Kit, and if you stick around till the end of the tune, she'll say,
Wow, you made it all the way through. Weird.
Cassidy has a playful streak to her personality. She'll teasingly ask if Sean has a crush on her.
What? No, I mean...
Relax, dude. It's cool that you listened.
And when Nick reprimands her and Finn for not having their dog on a leash, she sarcastically mocks him before departing with a
Merry Christmas!
But that's not to say she can't be serious and down to earth too.
Nobody gives a shit about us.
One of the most striking aspects of Cassidy's look is her purple hair. Styled with an undercut, a messy fringe, and gathered over one shoulder, her hair is adorned with various clips and ties.
Your hair looks so cool. Is it a wig?
Well, what do you think?
Unkempt dreadlocks were always a part of her design as far back as 3 years ago in the development process. With her vibrant locks, scruffy clothes, and ear tunnels, she stands out in the small and nosy town of Beaver Creek. But as a wandering busker, she comments that she feels invisible.
People are usually too busy to care.
Her attire alludes to the fact that she's been a drifter for some time. There are patches on her jeans, one of which includes the recurring all-seeing eye, which is found multiple times in the previous games too. On her feet, she sports black-heeled hiking boots laced with mismatching blue and white shoelaces, but interchanges these with some multicolored high-top trainers whilst in the camp. Cassidy is a huge advocate of tattoos, with numerous designs covering her body, including a dragon on her upper left arm and a tree on her left thigh. She can even persuade Sean to get a tattoo too.
The best way to remember somebody is a tattoo.
And if he accepts, we'll give him a wolf or her own personal design.
It looks good.
If Sean asks Cassidy if she has any regrets with her body art, she says,
Nah, they're all parts of me. Good or bad. This is just skin, Sean. Like a sketchbook you'll carry around all your life. You never regret what you write in a diary, right? Only read it with nostalgia.
In episode 3, Wastelands, much more is revealed about our favourite Southern Belle's personality. From the very start of the episode, when inspecting her tent, Sean will comment that she's way messier than him, which is hard to believe, as well as being more of a sleepyhead. It's also shown that Cassidy is a kind and gentle soul.
You can trust us.
On the truck ride to the farm, she admits that,
If you get too clingy, people run away. I know what I'm talking about.
which reveals that from personal experience, she has been too emotionally dependent on others. Despite this, if you choose to intervene when Big Joe slaps Cassidy on the back of her head, she'll tell you to drop it and warn that he'll get them kicked out. She can look after herself and does not need protecting. Some real behind-the-scenes info I can give you is from Cassidy's casting sheet, from which actresses would audition for the role. In her bio, it states that she has no interest in sounding good, she just needs to sound true and raw. Everything she says needs to sound genuine. She's never faking, and she's always trying to enjoy every moment and situation.
But for real, though, if you could snap your fingers and go anywhere. Cassidy, we get it. Over and over.
Cassidy is constantly dreaming about going somewhere else, an attitude which annoys Hannah.
So I'm allowed to dream a little?
When chatting to Sean at the party, she tells him that she can't settle down and needs to always be on the move. She wants to live freely, far away with no ties.
See places. Live.
Yet, while she is a free spirit and embraces natural vibes, she's also the one who wants to cut Sean's long hair as it's
Hiding your pretty face.
well, according to Finn, she does have a thing for suburban boys after all.
I know suburban boys is your thing.
All these empty streets have flown away.
Hey,
You'll usually find her working on a song on her guitar. She's a talented singer and guitarist, and in episode 2, Sean says that she should go on one of those talent shows to display her gift to the world, to which she responds that it's not really her thing.
I hate TV and show business shit.
In an interview with Hardcore Gamer, Cassidy's voice actress, Sarah Bartholomew, said that her own interest in music helped her immediately connect with Cassidy. Sarah says, "I think the guitar and music is Cassidy's safe space. It's where she allows herself to speak from her heart and is vulnerable without hesitation. When she's playing, she's free. Music, dance, and art in general have always been in my safe space. Safe space is honestly too empty of a phrase to even describe it. It's my magical universe. It's what makes sense." Sounds like Cassidy and Sarah would be good friends. Like most of the drifters, Cassidy hasn't had the easiest past life. This is explained when Sean is sketching her in the camp in episode 3, and she comes over to chat.
Boo! Man, you are so focused when you draw.
When Sean asks if she would ever go back to Texas, she says
No fucking way.
her dad was a drug abuser who beat up her boyfriend just because he wasn't white.
Then my big brother told me he would shoot me if I dated that, well, you know.
Her mum wouldn't stand up for her, so Cassidy decided to leave.
This is my family now.
damn, I'm sorry, Cassidy.
Don't be.
Going back to the original Don't Nod plots, what didn't make it into the game is the fact that her boyfriend, named Kyle, also came with her when she upped sticks. Sadly, after some time on the road, he decided to return to their hometown as he missed his family. Cassidy refused to go back, and after Kyle's betrayal, she developed an even tougher streak.
Really? And with a fucking kid? You know these assholes are armed, right?
She decided not to trust people anymore and to expect nothing from anybody.
Yeah. No shit.
That was until she met the group of young drifters who, like her, don't have anyone or anywhere to call home. They're now bonded for life, and she refers to them as her family.
I don't need anything else than what we already have.
Despite her past trauma and family issues, Cassidy still looks at the world through hopeful, optimistic eyes. If you'd like to find out more about Cassidy, Episode 3 Wastelands is out now for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Who do you want us to explore in character profiles from Life is Strange 2 next time? Tell us in the comments. Make sure that subscribe button is ticked, as well as notifications, so you can be reminded when we create new videos. We also want to give a special comment shout out in each video, so make sure you continue commenting and you could be in the next one. We've got Joshua Helau, who says, "I just want to thank all of the team of Life is Strange for putting together and creating the most memorable games of my life. They will always make me feel so happy talking about their games. It's a feeling no one can explain after years of watching the story unfold. Merci." Hayden Garcia says, "I just want to give a big congratulations to all of you. May the forces of time and wind keep you safe." The forces of time and wind, that's pretty cool. This comment from Jeremy Moore says, "I really love the time skips and the anticipation, to be honest. I feel like I'm on the road with the boys." Pointless_OK says, "To all the people that work on the soundtrack, thank you. You make the atmosphere feel amazing." Baytrix says, "Finn sitting all alone is the representation of my social life." Same. And finally, Stephen Gates says, "Thanks, Jonathan Morale. This is an amazing soundtrack." I've been Lucy from the Life is Strange team at Square Enix, and we'll see you later.